So, what's your actual name again? Is it Bearded Tesla?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he goes by. Sorry, I don't have a beard. I was gonna try to grow it by then, but it didn't work.
Yeah, no, I don't think it would look good on you.
I don't know about that. Look at that wind. Did you see that?
Ready?
All right. So we have like 30 minutes to do this, so that's not a whole lot of time to do this. But rule number one, if you are gonna do this, don't do it outside like we are today, especially during pollen season in Tennessee. So that is an awful thing to do. You can do it. We always recommend doing it in a garage just because you can control the dirt a little bit better, right? So what we're actually gonna be installing today is something that we haven't released yet. It's forged carbon fiber. And this is something that, it's a type of carbon fiber, but it's almost like they put bits of it and then they put resin on top of it. So it got a lot more popular, I would say in the last like 3 years. And it's a little bit different than a standard weave, but this is actually paint protection film. So it's about 8 mil thick. It has a paint protection, so it's polyurethane, which means that it actually has a protective property compared to like vinyl. Vinyl is PVC, which is a lot thinner. It's about 3.5 or even less. So then it doesn't actually protect the car. So for a Cybertruck, I think the paint protection film has gotten so much more popular, mainly because it's just, if you've ever owned a Cybertruck, you're gonna hate washing it or keeping it clean. You cannot keep it clean, like if you don't wrap it, I think. You can get fingerprints everywhere and all that. So that's why it became so popular in the Cybertruck. And Elon even mentioned that you should probably wrap it.
And style.
Yeah, and style. I mean, you have an orange one right here, and then you got a Chick-fil-A one back there. And then you got so many cool Cybertrucks out there today. So I'm gonna stop talking and we're just gonna do a demo. So what Justin is doing is we're just spraying everything down with what we call slip solution. It's literally just dishwash soap. And you can see already there's this hair right here. We haven't even started. But we're just gonna spray it all down. And then we're gonna peel this together. This helps if you have a friend. So if you don't have a friend, get a friend. Right? Hey, make some friends here and then you guys can do it together. And then we're gonna spray the top everywhere. And what this is pretty much a lubricant on top as well. And then we're just gonna start peeling. If you have another friend, that's even helpful. Whoops. Sorry if we spray you. We didn't tell you that this was going to be an interactive experience.
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
Splash zone.
Splash zone. All right. You also need arms like Shaq. That helps too.
All right.
I think we're ready. All right, spray one more time, just everywhere. All right, I think we're ready. We can go ahead and push it down. All right, and then we can go ahead and start spraying everything down. So again, the blue is slip, which is soap, and then this is alcohol and distilled water. What it does is you're basically getting all the soap out, which actually activates adhesion. Does it make sense? So that's why they call this tack. What he's doing is basically just lining everything up. So let's go ahead. And then these are the squeegees we use. What are these? And then you just, all right. You go ahead and tack it first.
Boom.
Boom.
You finished wrapping.
This looks great, right? We're done. What are you guys looking at? All right, so. Okay, so he's doing the same thing on that side. I'm doing the same thing on this side. Spray a lot of tack. Then go ahead and just tack it down. All right, so you got 4 corners completely tacked now. Basically, it should go a little bit. Boom. So now we just go down the middle. Go ahead. And go here. And then when you do this, you just don't want to go back to where you tacked, right? Because you've pretty much secured that area. You don't want to go back and there's going to be water and stuff getting stuck right there. So we're just going to spray one more time on the top. And then we could kind of go to town. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Sorry,
am I good?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know what I was
You ready? All right. Now you're just going to go push everything down the center. And you see the overlap is 50%. You want to overlap quite a bit. And you're just trying to find exit points, right? So exit points in this case is literally this way. You also got up here. But I actually prefer not to go this way because gravity, right? So if you push this way, what's going to happen is it's going to keep coming down. So not a good idea. So once I get closer to here, I skip this area. I go away from it, right? And you just keep going. And I'm going to get closer to here. And there you go. And that is now...
Oh yeah, I've done all my cars. Yeah, I did the truck 3 freaking times. Done doing the truck. But yeah, I wrap all my cars.
So what we do is, this is a funny story, but back in 2018, I bought my first Tesla. It was a Model 3. I took it to a shop. I got it for like 70K with FSC. I fully decked it out. They wanted 10K to do the whole thing and what I wanted to do. So I looked online, looked for do-yourself. There wasn't really many options. And when I looked at it, there were videos, but there weren't any videos of like tutorial. And it was more about looking at shoulders or like butt cracks, right? And like, they're like blocking the camera. So we thought, man, there's gotta be a better solution. So we started building out these kits. So I actually designed all these kits. So we got the Model Y Juniper 3 weeks ago. We're one of the first ones in the US. And we basically scan these cars and then we make the kits and then we provide everything. And that's what we try to do. And then we also make a lot of content. If you've watched us, subscribed to us, thank you so much. But basically, that's what we do. And we try to teach the community on how to install these things. So at least you can take it to a shop, but you can also do it yourself. So if you're actually interested in trying it out, today you could actually get 16% off. You could use Justin's link. It's just going to be testbros.com/BTG.
Yeah.
And you'll get 16% off and you also help him out. Get some kickback as well.
Today only though.
Only today.
It's 16%, right?
Yeah, 16%.
Yeah. Which is the biggest. So it's actually pretty affordable. If you're willing to do it yourself, thousands of dollars. I think the cheapest quote I got on the Cybertruck was $5,500 in Orlando.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Upwards of $8,500.
Yeah.
And I think your kit was $1,800.
Yeah.
The discount, something like that.
It'll be like 1,400 or something like that with the discount.
So if you're willing to put the time in and do it yourself,
yep.
Even if you can't get it perfect, is it $5,000 better?
No one's gonna know. We call that a, like a 3-footer. Like, can you see it from a 3 foot? Nah, you're good. No, you are gonna get a good. And look, we're local. We're right here in Chattanooga. So if you guys need any help, you reach us out. Reach out to us and we'll help you out. Yeah. So what Justin is doing now, he's actually sealing all these what we call fingers, which is wrinkles. You just pretty much spray this tack solution in here.
Just in that little bit, I've already laid down all of those fingers. Everything else is just the edge. So this area is only got slip solution under it, so it should be pretty easy to lift up. And once I put the tack down underneath it, I'll be able to really seal that up.
This is pretty good considering that we did it outside.
Is that why it's good? Or is there something different about this install that made it really good?
I don't know, I think it's the beard.
A whole bunch of tack solution will help wash out all that slick material, and then all those big fingers that you saw that looked scary, they're actually really easy to take care of.
Yep. So this material is actually very, very pliable. It stretches a good amount. Not as much as vinyl, however, it has about a 10 to about 18% stretchability, which is a lot of stretch, right? We didn't actually have to stretch much on this one, but you can see that even if you have a little bit of finger or wrinkle or anything like that, you could easily get it out by using some tack solution. So, once we're done, typically we'll get it to dry. We actually let this dry. How long do you wait until you do the edges? Like an hour or two,
Yeah,
at least?
once I'm done laying down the whole panel, then I try.
Yeah.
And whatever won't, I'll leave. But
Yep.
I'll get as much down as I can.
Yeah, so we're gonna let you wait here for about an hour, and then we'll. All right, so you cannot leave. You have to stay here. Okay. So basically, we're gonna be opening this up. You ready?
Hang on, I got a big old bubble here.
All right. So whenever you have a bubble, you could just use some of that.
I got a big.
Pretty much just put it up, get it under.
I just want to redo this because it's stretching.
Yeah. So in some ways, I find that the PPF is actually slightly easier because even like that, like, yeah, it's more forgiving. But it depends on who you talk to too. Some people say like vinyl's way easier. Some people say PPF is a lot easier. But I like it because as long as you use a lot of slip solution, that's really the trick. Use a lot, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and open this up and I'll show you how we would actually do the edges. So we're gonna open this up. You can see all the edges now. And we are gonna just soak it all the way. We're gonna try not to. Okay. And typically, what we'll do is we'll let this sit for about 2 hours before we even touch it. Because what we're doing is, you see all that soap you see? We're trying to flush that out. When you flush that out, the adhesion sticks compared to if there's soap there, it's pretty much going to just keep lifting up. So in this case, I'm just gonna assume that it completely is done. You see I'm rolling that over and then the adhesion is actually starting to stick already. So this has really good, it has a good grab, honestly. This is also, I forgot to say what this is. This is Ivios forged carbon fiber. It's more of a newer company, but they're doing some really cool things.
And so with these DIY kits, the first thing you want to look at, and I've actually provided feedback to G for some of these to already make some changes. But if you get a kit and it doesn't have a good amount of material to go over the edge, you're never going to get it stick down.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
So if you have enough, there's enough room for it to grab, and you'll get a much better finish. So
Yeah.
that's actually probably the most important thing about these kits.
I agree. But you can see as I'm rolling that over, that edge is completely folded over. And I like actually using my thumb to kind of fold it over like this. And this is if you don't have time. You don't have time to wait 2 hours. But typically when people do this, they kind of go on to the next panel, and then it's about 2 hours by the time they get to it.
But you just got the garage door open and it's windy, do this immediately. There's a bunch of dust will get underneath there.
Yeah, it will. You're going to get back to it and it's going to be like crusty. This is not good. Yeah. Sweet. Is it sticky on your side pretty good? Yeah? Good.
Yeah, look at it. This is a professional finish right here.
Yeah, so it's only activated through either water. It's not really water and alcohol. So this is an 80-20 split, water and then 20% alcohol. And then basically, once you flush all that soap out, you can kind of see the soap right there. So you want to flush that out, then the adhesion activates. And then with time and force. But basically, you're using the slip solution, moving it around. That gives you that conformability and movability. And then after that, you're squeegeeing all that out underneath it. And then over time, the adhesion sticks. And these are ready for 10 years. No one keeps their car for 10 years, unfortunately. But like, if you're gonna remove it, removing is way harder than installing it. So as you see, I'm kind of like just spraying and then using my fingers to kind of roll it over. And you can see it adhere, right? You can kind of see it grab, right? That's what we say. And then all the edges are completely. I am gonna save this. This does go a little bit over, but basically,
Oh my gosh, look at that.
it's like you've done this before.
Beautiful. And this Model Y is awesome because now instead of a whole corner here, you just have a new area to work with.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
That, and you don't even have to remove the logo now.
Yeah.
There's no logo to remove. So Yeah, even on the rear, there's nothing. I mean, you could remove the, I guess,
Last
reflective.
logo
Yeah,
is no logo.
that's right.
These things are film lasts about for 3 years.
10.
10.
10.
These are rated for 10. So
Vinyl, you're
I
roughly
like,
at 3.
yeah. Realistically, they say 7, but it's really 3. You're right. But I only like using top brands. I know that we can source our own and then do all that, but I find it that like people like Avery Denizen, they have a whole lab that basically just tests these vinyl out. So they actually, before they put those numbers out, they actually say, you know, it actually lasts 10 years.
And they warranty it.
They warranty it as well.
Just Cybertrucks. Just Cybertrucks. Model Ys and 3s take too long. So I can make the time for the Cybertruck.
All right,
That's why I do all of our.
let's see if we can close it real quick.
Woo! Oh my goodness!
Wow. Yeah, we're gonna give it a score.
When you have to start trimming,
That takes arts and crafts to a new level.
Yeah.
So, typical to do a whole car for the first time, what would you expect?
So people build their confidence, right? So we try to, even in our courses, we try to actually like tell you to do this first because this is easier and then build that confidence, right? So I would say on a Cybertruck, they could get it under a day if they're, right? If they're pretty handy, but typical time is about 2 days. I think for a front kit, you can definitely get it done in a day.
Cybertruck whip. Cybertruck is unique because it has so many sharp angles on it.
Yeah.
And I promise you,